Hey guys, hope you're well. I'm Jamie Oliver and today I'm cooking with my son.
Hi, I'm Buddy Oliver.
Now we are going to be cooking two delicious recipes that are brilliant for using up leftover spinach that might be in your fridge right now. And what I'm going to cook is a beautiful cross between a samosa and a pie with potatoes, peas, Indian spices and of course loads of lovely spinach. Buds, what are you going to be doing with spinach?
Well, I'm going to make that into a spinach pesto. Beautiful. And then after I've made that, I'm going to add in my gnocchi.
So, ready to cook?
Let's get cooking.
Let's do it. I'm going to start off with 500 grams of these beautiful potatoes. Maris Pipers, slice them into centimetre chunks. I'm going to leave the skin on because it's one less job and also it's less waste and much more nutritious.
So, to start off my pesto, I'm just going to get my spinach into the food processor.
Yep.
Got some almonds, I'm just going to put them in. There we are.
Nice.
And for some flavour, we've got some sun-dried tomatoes. These are really sweet.
Delicious.
So we're just going to pour them in there. Garlic. And then we've got our basil, of course. I'm just going to take off the stalks.
So a nice big handful of Parmesan.
And then we're just going to chop our lemon in half. And last but not least, we have some olive oil. And we're just going to put some in to just loosen it up. Close that, and then we're just going to turn it on. So now we can just have a taste.
Yum. Brilliant, really, really good. Look, can I show you what I'm doing next? I've boiled these potatoes, 5-10 minutes until soft. I'm gonna drain them now, buds. And then I'm gonna put this same pan back on. Come over here, have a little look. The flavor starts to happen. So I'm gonna add some olive oil to a pan. In there, I'm gonna go with the potatoes. I'm gonna add a couple of nice tablespoons of tikka paste, but you could use any of those curry pastes that you love. I'm then going to hit it up with salt and pepper, and if you can just give that a little stir for me. And then what I'm going to do is add this onion. It doesn't matter how you do it. So in we go in with that. So I'm going to let that fry off until the onions just soften nicely for 5 or so minutes. Buddy, do you want to show me what you're doing next?
Well, I'm going to get my broccoli, and I'm just going to separate it from the stalk.
Yep.
And then all these florets you can just cut off, and if there are any big ones you can just cut them in half like that. By using the stalk you're not wasting anything, and also it's all tasty and delicious. Yeah, so all we're going to do is just throw that in the water, cook that for 2 minutes, and then we'll add the gnocchi and the peas. But Dad, what are you doing?
I am just cooking off these onions, and if you have a look what's happened in the pan, beautiful things have happened. And the onions are starting to sweeten up, which I love. So the great thing about spinach, fresh spinach, is it wilts down in no time at all. So I'm going to take a nice big wodge of spinach, that goes in. And then I'm going to add 250 grams of frozen peas. And just give it like 4 or 5 minutes to wilt down, and that's going to be great.
Dad, I think my broccoli's ready now.
Cool.
So I'm just going to add in my gnocchi and frozen peas. So we're going to cook it for another 2 minutes. It's really easy, simple and quick.
Okay, so look, my dish here is cooked down lovely. All I would do now is turn the heat off, and now I want to construct this amazing kind of samosa pie. Get yourself a tray. This is about 30 by 40 centimetres wide. Give it a little olive oil up, rub that into the tray, and then this is the fun bit. Come over here, buds. You can get involved. One little trick for using this pastry, this is phyllo pastry. Get a damp cloth, and that stops it from drying out. One bit, half in, half out, like that. And we'll do that on the other side here. Half in, half out. Don't worry if it tears. It's the easiest, most forgiving little pie ever. And I'm just gonna brush in and around like that. And then, buds, if you can go around and put a second piece of pastry on top of everything.
There we are.
I always have a couple of these in my freezer because it just means that you can make a nice little interesting pie super quickly. And now, what you do is just put that filling in the middle.
It smells amazing.
Couldn't be simpler, right? Pull it over like that, 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 and then just sort of tuck it in like you're putting it to bed. There you go. Give it some olive oil on the top, like that, and just brush it. I like kind of crunchy bits on the top of my pie. So you can use poppy seeds, or Bud's here has got some sesame seeds. Beautiful. So that goes in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. You're ready to serve up, right?
Yeah, so our gnocchi is ready. I'm just gonna pour it. Got a bowl under here to catch some of the water. When we've put in our sauce, we're gonna add some of that water and then we're gonna pour it back into here.
Yep.
And then we're gonna get our pesto. Thank you. And we're gonna get 3 nice spoons into there.
So you've made more than you need, right?
Yeah, way more. We can put it in a jam jar in the fridge and that will keep for around 2 to 3 days. And we can put it in some ice cube molds and put it in the freezer.
Yep.
And that will last for around 2 to 3 months.
Yeah,
So,
easy.
So we're just gonna mix this up and now we're just gonna pour it onto our platter.
Nice.
Grate the parmesan.
Shall I get you a couple of extra little basil leaves?
Yeah, that would look amazing.
So, can we have a little try? I like the way you've used the gnocchi and the pesto to get loads of veg in this dish.
And
There's
then
peas
some-
and the broccoli and the spinach. Mmm. It's super fresh, isn't it?
Very tasty. And also, it's a great way to use up leftover spinach. So,
Well done, mate. That is a really delicious little dish. Right, mine's ready now. Do you want to see it?
let's see it. It's all crispy.
Look at that. Wangle it onto a nice board. So what I love to buddy this up with is some fresh things. Yogurt, I really like with this. A nice little kind of fresh mixed salad. What I like to do is to hack the yogurt with mango chutney and just ripple that. It really does work really well. And now let's get to the pie. When I cut into this, it makes the most incredible sound. It goes crunch. And I think this is really, really fun when you put it in the middle of the table to share it. Look at that. Really, really nice. You can see how delicate and crispy like the pie is. You know, what I love about this recipe, and really it's a principle, is you can use different veg that's seasonal or left over in your fridge.
Yeah.
Nice little blob on top like that. Come on, Buds, you go first.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, just like your dad. There you go. I love it.
Delicious.
Really, really good. So there you go, guys. That is my giant veg samosa style pie.
And that was my spinach pesto gnocchi.
Utterly delicious. The question is, which one of these two recipes are you going to try first? Buddy's or mine?
I'm gonna choose my one,
I probably will.
because my one's the best.